All right, it's about 9:45, Friday morning, the 27th, and center frame is the top of Mount San Jacinto. I'm not quite headed that far. And temperature is in the high 70s already, so I'm glad I moved my start time up from this afternoon. Plan is to go to Live Oak Spring, 9 miles, including the 1 mile off trail. And haven't seen anybody yet, other than a day hiker or two. No through hikers yet. Although, if it was me, I'd have been starting at 6, so we'll see. Well, there's the old double track road headed down the mountain. A couple of campsites in here, nice. All right, break time. Okay, just starting down the Splitter Trail to Live Oak Spring, and the spring is pretty much center screen down that draw. Way off in the distance is, I can't even think of the name now, but it's a little hamlet over there on the way to Palm Springs. All right. All right, so it's after 2 p.m. I'm at the spring. I've walked down about 20 yards from my tent site in the shade, and here is Live Oak Spring, doing quite well. Wonderful. All right, well, that's good news. And I'd forgotten, but I've got 2 bars of service down here, so that's nice. Lots of little gnats around. I've got my bug net on to keep them at bay. They don't bite, but they're annoying. got the place to myself so far. All right, a little recap of day one. Got that bug net on, obviously, because the gnats are trying to get too friendly. Okay, so total distance was about 9 miles, the last mile being downhill to Live Oak Spring. And I've already posted some shots of that. So got to the trailhead and was walking by 9:45, and I got here at I think 2:15 or 2:30. I'll put the correct time on the screen later. So the first half was just a little roly-poly, nothing too aggressive. I stopped at the first water source and cameled up a bit, and then went a few more miles and had a sandwich. Spent about 20 minutes resting, and then walked the last mile up to the junction and down here. So the last part of the day was definitely getting my attention. I just slowed up a lot and been taking electrolytes and magnesium, so I'm hoping I don't have any cramp issues. It usually takes 2 or 3 hours at camp before something shows up, if it's going to. But temperature was in between 77 and 85 was the warmest. Right here in the shade down here, I think it's below 80, and just a hint of a breeze. The spring is flowing nicely. So, yeah, I'm tired. I'm definitely ready to be at camp, which is per usual for me these days. 10-mile day is enough. Saw 2 nobos, a couple. And we kind of leapfrogged each other a couple of times. They, I assume, kept on going. They might have dropped into Tunnel Spring, which is closer to the trail for water, which is what I used to do, and then come back up and keep moving. But this is such a nice campsite, and the miles really work out for me. So that's where I am. Tomorrow the plan is to do about 10-ish to Apache Peak, Apache Spring. I think it's 0.6 down to the spring. We're all overnight. And from the videos that I've seen, the little spring box does have water and a little bit of flow out of it, so I think that's good news. Equipment-wise, I ran with the solar panel, Sun Tactics 5 on my pack, and kept everything going, location services, out of airplane mode, running Strava, and as a separate thing, which doesn't impact the phone battery, I ran a Garmin InReach track, which I'll keep going for the next couple of days, see what that looks like. That's about it. It's about 3:15. I'll be interested to see if anybody else shows up down here. For many years, I knew this was here, but to go a mile off trail each way for water just wasn't something that I wanted to do. So that's why I went to the other side to Tunnel Spring, which is, I think, about 0.3-ish, but it's fairly steep down, very rocky trail. So I don't know energy-wise whether it's kind of a push or not. But anyway, it's only been, this is only the second time I've been here, and the first time was last December with a friend. So yeah, And it's a great little sight. I mean, especially when it's hot or warm outside, you can see all the shade. I mean, my gosh, it's really nice. And the trail coming down is quite, well, it's very traily, nice, no big deal. And the pitch is not too bad. Okay, pick this up mañana for day 2. First rattlesnake of the year for me. Yeah, hi there, buddy. I'm not gonna bother you, don't worry. Yeah. Just stay away from my tent, please. Unfortunately, you are going the other way. Yeah, go up that hill. All right. And yes, I will make sure my tent zippers are, my bug netting is zipped up tight, just so that nobody can come visiting.